A lot of stuff going on over at Warner. As you know, Batgirl was removed. It will never see the light of day. 90% of the movie pretty much finished. I think that the score was being finished and they were putting some effects in still. But I mean, 10% still costs money. Releasing the movie still costs money. You got to pay for marketing. From what I understand, by not releasing it, taking tax write-offs and so on, they're going to save $20 million. $20 million is a lot of money. People act like they should just do that to release the movie and eat $20 million. Warner's in a lot of debt. So paying off the debt versus, spending tons of money and to lose money is a stupid idea. But of course, we need to think about people's feelings and stuff like that. That needs to come before the money. An anonymous Batgirl actor comes out and says that she's very offended. Or it could be he, I don't know. So it says anonymous Batgirl actor. But under a disguise, whoever it is came out and called their new boss an idiot and a coward, basically, for pulling the movie. Very offended over film's cancellation, says Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav is an imbecile and his cowardice is breathtaking. Difference between today and yesterday is before this guy came in, whoever this is would have just said it publicly. Would have just said, yeah, I think my boss is a complete moron. I don't know. That doesn't seem to be flying now because I don't think this guy would be very appreciative of his employees calling him a dummy. This is why Vita Vala, who recently called him a racist on Twitter, deleted that tweet, probably because the axe is coming to DC Comics next. I can't wait to see what happens there. Now, one thing that's going on that I don't quite get is HBO Max. So HBO Max is removing a lot of stuff. 36 titles, including 20 originals, which is weird because this is shit that Warner and HBO own. So stuff that they own, they're pulling from the network. I don't know why they're doing that. I read somewhere that it's a tax write-off if they do that. I don't know if that's true. I'm not sure. But if the stuff's already done and made, I don't understand why you wouldn't just keep it on the platform. But they're removing stuff. They have their reasons. The tax write-off thing makes sense. If they can save money, they're doing it in whatever possible way they can. But I'm guessing all of these titles just didn't get watched. Like nobody was watching them. So maybe they're just taking bloat off. I don't know. Here's an explanation. Taking off the titles from streaming would also help Warner Brothers Discovery cut costs by removing lesser watched programs to save money on residuals. An exact date or time when the titles will be taken off has not been announced. So that makes sense. Okay, I just noticed that in the article. So residuals are what you have to pay talent and the people that made the program. You have to give them like a royalty, stuff like that. Apparently, if they just take it off, they save a little bit of money. So it's not a tax write-off. So here's a list of the stuff right here if you want to pause it. HBO Max originals like 12 Dates of Christmas, About Last Night, Aquaman, King of Atlantis, Close Enough, Ellen's Next Great Designer, SMA and Roy, The Fungies, Generation Hustle, Generation Infinity Train, Little Ellen, My Mom, Your Dad, Odo, and so on and so on. So you have Cartoon Network stuff leaving and acquired titles, Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures, stuff like that. So this is shit nobody's watching, and by just removing it from the network, they save money. So that does make sense. They're trying to cut costs, it seems like, in every possible corner of the company, which I don't think is a bad thing. You need to clean house and try to fix this shit. And that seems to be what they're doing. People getting pretty offended by that. You got Summer Camp Island creators. They're very upset. I don't know anything about this show, right? It says, pulled like we were nothing. We worked for 5 years to make 100 episodes of animation. We worked late into the night. We let ourselves go. We were a family of hard-working artists who wanted to make something beautiful. And HBO Max just pulled them all like we were nothing. Animation is not nothing. So apparently there's a 6th season of this show, and it's not going to be released. So a bunch of stuff, the final 20 episodes, apparently, are not going to come out. The 6th and final season may not be released at all. According to the language that the series contributors are using, it seems that Summer Camp Island had completed a large fraction, if not all, of the production process behind the series' final 20 episodes. So they're not going to release it. Why aren't they going to release it? Tax write-off. And by pulling it, they don't have to give anybody money. Now, these people will be paid for their work, right? The stuff that they did, they still got paid. What they're not going to get now are residuals. And they're not going to have their work out there. You know, how much of this is the creators being mad they're not making money? You know, I don't know. Now, what was really funny was this one. So I don't even know what the hell this show is. Never heard of it. Doesn't really look like something that I want to watch. It's a poly relationship. There's a show called Generation. And it was removed from HBO Max. Now, all those other shows that I showed you, those no one's bitching about. No one's mad that those shows are leaving, except for the people that were making money. Except for this, you have people saying, that's phobic. Why remove it? Just leave it there, damn. You got more people saying that, too. It's not just one. You've got people saying, proof Warner Brothers is phobic. Stuff like that. Like, it's phobic to release this one because of what the show is, as you can see. Several people on there saying that it's phobic. That's the only reason that they're removing this show. Which, come on, that's not why they're removing it, because nobody was watching it. Nobody was watching the show, so they got rid of it. Maybe you should have tuned in for it. It would have helped the show stay on the network. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.